Good morning and welcome to another reflection of our Love and Gratitude series. As usual, I'm recording in English what I shared in French. Today we will explore the profound truth that our life experiences are not just random events, but intentionally designed to awaken us to our true self. We either move through life by default, which is when you're not aware that you are designing or what you are designing, or we move by design, which means we are aware of our co creative power at all times. But in both ways, we are still moving by design in some way, except in one of the two, you are not yet higher self aware or awakened to your true self. Each experience we encounter is a projection from our mental space, from our beliefs and expectations. So they are like a mirror reflecting what is already embedded within our being. And yes, sometimes it is a reflection of our deepest wisdom. During our experiences, the words we hear, the teachings we read, and the guidance we receive serve not as external truth imposed upon us, but as a projection of our present moment mental space. But we are not aware of this until we are. Let's begin by grounding this idea with a quote from A Course in Miracles. You do not know the meaning of anything you perceive. No one thought you hold is wholly true. The recognition of this is your firm beginning. This reminds us that our perceptions are clouded by the intellect or ego's meaning of it. So our life experiences act as clarifiers. And the more we are self aware, the more we understand that they are guiding us back to the eternal truth of who we are. Neville Goddard teaches in Your Fate is Your Fortune, you already are that which you want to be. And your refusal to believe this is the only reason why you do not see it. The refusal is when the ego takes control and doesn't want your expansion towards your full potential. Goddard points to the truth that all wisdom, all fulfillment already exists within us. We just need to tap into its energy. Our experiences serve as the classroom in which we learn to trust this inner knowing related to the situation. Each one is like a classroom topic. Each challenge, each triumph, and even each mistake helps us embody and master the lessons and the knowledge. Consider how a child learns to walk. The potential to walk exists within the child from birth. It's already in its essence. But it is only through the process of trying and falling and failing and trying again that the child masters this ability. In the same way, our spiritual journey involves the unfolding of our inner wisdom through life experiences in which we try, we fail, and we try again until we learn and master what needs to be mastered in that area, that theme, or that subject. The more we are self aware or higher self aware, the more we know ourselves. And that allows us to stop repeating the same class over and over. Lao Tzu in the Tao Te Ching said, knowing others is intelligence. Knowing yourself is true wisdom. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Have you ever noticed that when we read or hear words that resonate deeply, it is not because they are giving us something new, but because they are awakening something already within us? For example, have you ever read a passage in a book or heard someone speak and it felt like a profound aha moment? Well, that feeling arises because the truth was already present in you. and just waiting to be recognized, and it went through the ego veil. Gary Zukav expands beautifully on this in The Seed of the Soul, a book I read when it came out in the late 80s. Each soul comes to earth with gifts. Each soul brings its own beauty. When you align your personality with your soul, you find the source of your power. Our experiences are not random. They are carefully designed opportunities for us to align with our purpose. The lessons we encounter, yes, they might seem negative, but they teach us to embody love, compassion, and authenticity. The more we live in alignment with our higher self, the more it reflects this harmony back to us. Let us turn again to the teachings of Jesus I mentioned last week from the Gospel of Thomas. If you bring forth what is within you, what you bring forth will save you. If you do not bring forth what is within you, what you do not bring forth will destroy you. This powerful teaching calls us to embrace our inner wisdom and act on it. To awaken to our true selves, we must trust our inner guidance from our higher consciousness and allow ourselves to express it, to let it reflect on our experiences. So, what we bring forth is not from our intellect or ego based mind, which is always keeping us in separation and negativity. When we resist this inner truth, we remain trapped in the illusions, so the false beliefs of the ego. But when we express that inner guidance through our actions, our words, and our thoughts, we step into the fullness of who we are with an unconditional positivity. Let me give you a little bit of coaching to practice your self awareness, awakening to your true self. Embrace curiosity. Learn to notice the words, the ideas, or the experiences that spark something purely enjoyable within you. Explore them further. Be curious. Observe them. Reflect on your own experiences. Take the time to journal or meditate on how what you experience is was guiding you towards deeper truths. Always. Trust your inner knowing. When you feel a deep sense of joy and alignment unconditionally, trust that it is your higher self guiding you. Release the ego's control on your mental space. Allow yourself to acknowledge your fears and your limiting beliefs. They come from your ego. We all have them. Thank them and let them go. That's how you can make space for love and wisdom to occupy your mental space instead. Our journey through life is the process of remembering who we truly are. The more you awaken, the more you remember. And the more you remember, the more you understand that you are in what is called a dreaming state. The ego reality or the illusion is like the dreaming state of your consciousness. But we will talk about that in another week. The words we hear and the experiences we live are the tools to help us master this knowledge. As you align more fully with your higher self, you will come to see that life is not a series of random events, but a sacred unfolding of truth. It will help you realize that life is not happening to you. I don't know if you have ever heard of this, the four stages of this. At first, we all believe that life is happening to us. And when we stop being the victim of our own mind, we go through the belief that life is happening for us. And then we can open ourselves to the belief that life is happening through us. And some will understand that life is happening as us. I will get back to that in a few weeks. Thank you for joining me in this week's reflection. I invite you to carry this exploration into your week. Thank you for connecting with me, and I hope you enjoyed my weekly Love and Gratitude series. Let us walk this path with gratitude, knowing that every experience, no matter what it contains, brings us closer to the awakening of our true selves. Thank you for being here. Together, let's continue to embrace the love and wisdom within us all. Let's share this. Like I do, share it too. Remember to breathe in, to let go of all your ego based thoughts and visions, to see from your soul, and to love out. See you next week.
If you feel inspired by today's reflection, I invite you to support this series by donating through the links in the description. Your kindness helps keep this journey alive. Your donation helps me continue creating and sharing these reflections from the heart. Every contribution, no matter the size, is deeply appreciated.